everyone. Nikki 2 times coming at you again. Want another Sunday Funday? We're on episode number 90. We got my man Daniel Cryfall in the house. Alternate Ego, Black Dragon Sports Shorts. You know how we do on Sunday nights. We talk sports. We talk a little entertainment. We go along with the chat. Whatever you guys want to discuss, we fill in that as well. Lately, I've also been talking about what's going to happen with the rest of my content. So sit back and enjoy. We're going to go roughly about 2 hours, as always. Good to have you here, Daniel. It's nice when you can have a Sunday off, buddy, ain't it? Speaking of content, I did a little testing. Maybe we'll get a little upshoot tonight. I do not know. I usually almost wait till an hour or two before showtime to actually schedule the live. But I scheduled the live late last night. Put in the hashtags. I actually was able to go into VidQ this time around and put in tags in vidIQ. So maybe we'll see if there's an uptick this evening. But thanks for being here, Daniel. Thanks for the other couple people that are lurking. Like to thank all my channel members that are out there in YouTube land. That's Jazambi, Brittany, Small Town Rips, Two Balls Are Better Than One, Scotty Hope, the Mega Box Maniac, Dino, Tex Carnage, and my Hall of Fame member, Justin W. Smith over at Big Sky Entertainment. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thanks for the people hanging out tonight supporting the channel as well. Thanks to my son, NWE Wrestling Stuff, coming in and saying, what's up? What's up there, Nick? Ghostface coming in saying hi. What's going on, Ghostface? We talk sports. We talk some entertainment here at Ghostface. If you want to stick around, have an opportunity to enjoy yourself on this fine, wonderful evening. We got 29 people in the chat right now. We're playing some good non-copyright rock, metal in the background. We're going to talk some cool sports shit. Stick around or keep on scrolling. However you feel. It's all good. We got my friend Moon over Miami in the house. What's going on, Moon? Armadillo 21 says hello. Armadillo 21, Michael to be exact. We got Hulk Hogan's tights. Reason for my pauses is I write this stuff down because I like to shout out the people at the end of the night as well, even when you're not here. We can talk Hulkamania. We can go there, brother. We can talk Hulkamania. Hulkamania is running wild, but you know what? He's up there with Chuck Norris running shit right now. But I'm running shit down here, brother. Nikki 2 times is going wild. There, Hulk Hogan's tights. Yes, that is how you spell it the female way there, Ghostface. Yeah, he's still running wild. We got my man Jim NFL coming in here. What's going on there, Jim? I said Daniel Cryfall is hanging out with us tonight. My alternate ego, when I say alternate ego, Black Dragon Sports Shorts, that's a second channel that I have. That I haven't really been putting content on that channel for a while. You know, I forgot. I didn't even write anything down about talking about Chuck Norris tonight. But yes, rest in peace to Chuck Norris. He's up there roundhouse kicking individuals. But let's keep the party going. We're gonna rock it on. I'm gonna put the music down a little bit because it gets to be too loud when I'm trying to like. Even my loud voice, it's still too much with that in the background. All right, that's a good happy medium right there. I appreciate that, Ghostface. Stick around if you like, or if you want, scroll. Come back a little bit later too. Maybe some content later on in the show will make you happy. What kind of stuff are you into there, Ghostface? Like I said, I do talk sports on the channel. That's the thing. Those are the things that I like. I talk a little, what's going on in the entertainment world, but that's just kind of steer a ship into getting through a 2-hour stream. And I always have a good time with the people that are in chat. We derail all the time and talk other stuff. Like, Hulk Hogan's tights came in here. We're talking the Hulkster. That's quite all right. But you know what? They also have a cool... There's always a good copy. Flattery is the best... what is it? Imitation is the best form of flattery. Oh, we got a lot of... I got some good friends here in the YouTube world that are into that stuff as well. They're Ghostface. Shout out to my buddy Justin W. Smith. He's got a channel called Big Sky Horror Show where he shows his collection of like collectibles and DVDs of different like horror movies and stuff and Blu-ray discs and the artwork that are in these. He does that on his channel. Then we got my buddy two boys and their scary pops. He just dropped the video today, I believe, of Jeepers Creepers on his channel. So some good horror channels that are friends of this channel. In fact, two boys and their scary pops are the ones, or is the gentleman who actually made my logo. He sent me my logo, and I've been using the Nikki 2 times with the eagle logo because of Eric, my buddy Eric. Wish he'd come by here more often. Haven't seen him in quite a while, but he's out there in YouTube land and doing the horror stuff. We got Phil Allen. He's making his momentary stop into the chat for a moment here. What's going on, Phil? We got Vince, the sports card ripping teacher in the house. Stick around for as long as you can, Vince, before you call it a night and go to bed. I know you got to get up early in the morning for school. Let's see how far down the list. We'll definitely, within this first hour, talk some baseball. I'll quickly go through some other stuff, but we're certainly going to talk World Baseball Classic, opening week of baseball this in the next couple days. .45 degrees and 51 degrees. Today was a nice warm day here, which I didn't enjoy. I actually spent the whole day hanging out inside. Go figure. I don't know. I just didn't feel like going anywhere. But thanks for all 10 of you wonderful people that are out there. I'll give you another shout out right now too. I want to shout out my friend Pastor Ken's Curveballs. Go follow him. He's doing some cool taste tests on his channel. But we kind of got it figured out a little bit that he's not that far from me. He's about an hour hour and a half away from me. We have a central location that's actually an hour and a half away from me as well, but an hour and a half away from him. Or we'd meet in any direction. But I did a taste test video this week, drinking some Grandpa Joe's bubblegum soda from Grandpa Joe's candy shop. There's a ton of them all over Pennsylvania. There's a couple in Minnesota, I believe. A few others around in the country, but mostly centralized, going from Pittsburgh and ballooning out to the rest of Pennsylvania. But he's very familiar, and we might get together, go hang out at Grandpa Joe's, and do some cool videos and collabs and stuff. But that if we do that, that won't be for a while. But shout out to Pastor Ken, good guy. Yeah, make up your mind there, Mother Nature. Can we have it one way or another? If it wants to stay cold for another couple weeks, as much as I wouldn't like it, can we? That'll be fine. Just stay cold for stay cold for another 2 weeks, and then let's ramp up or like another week, and let's ramp up the warm weather all the way through to like November, please. Can we just do that, there, Mother Nature? I'm ready to start fishing, and right now it's not exactly conducive for fishing weather because the fish are smart. They're not ready to come out yet. And Vince, I know you and the boys, they like to fish. Just scrolling back, make sure I got all of yous. I don't know, did I get all of yous? Yeah, I guess I did get all of yous. Alright, so just a couple of the minor sports. A few bluegills. Yeah, there wasn't, when we and Ethan went fishing, there wasn't even any signs of bluegills yet. There was nothing. Yeah, Ken doing the mustard soda. I don't know if I could do all that. Like, I love bubblegum and bubblegum stuff. That's why I went with the bubblegum soda, and it was kind of It was okay. Hulk Hogan's tights, it must not have just posted because no one has removed any of your comments. They're all still there, my friend. Everything that you posted is still in the chat. Hold on, let me look for my other account just to be sure. Yeah, nothing has been removed, nothing has been retracted. Alright, so a couple of the minor sports, I like to go there first. In the world of bowling, professional bowling, the PBA, the Indiana Classic was today. Your 5 top guys that made it to TV: Boo Kroll, Marshall Kent, Timmy Tan, Ryan Barnes, and a familiar name, EJ Tackett. This is like their 3rd or 4th time he's been on TV so far through this year. Hasn't won yet, but he didn't win today either. He did beat Ryan Barnes and then Timmy Tan. It's like a ladder version. He lost to Marshall Kent, who then Marshall Kent beat Boo Kroll. So congratulations to Marshall Kent on this week's winner. They actually, I don't know if any of you out there are into bowling enough or into just maybe documentaries or such, but this past Monday on HBO Max, they have a docu-series that just got started called Born to Bowl. It's on whatever that production company, A47, or I believe it is. They do a lot of sports content, docu-series stuff. Ben Stiller's involved with the production and whatnot, but it follows around some of the bowlers from last year's season, and it's pretty cool. I like it so far. Next week, it'll be the USBC Masters at Thunder Bowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan. when people comment and when they go in and like the stream, and the more content and I guess the more that they speak in the chat, you become like a top 3 throughout the stream. I don't do that. That's all like an algorithm that YouTube comes up with. So Hulk Hogan's Tights, he's been chatting away with everybody. He's liked the video. And such. All right, sorry. Moving on. NASCAR Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway was today. Winner of that race, congratulations to Tyler Reddick. Was only not winning for 2 weeks. Wins the first 3 races of the season. Took a couple weeks off, and he comes right back. Tyler Reddick with his 4th win of the season and his number 45 Xfinity 2311 Racing Team Toyota Camry. So good on him. Next week's race is the Cookout 400 at Martinsville Speedway in Virginia. Let's see if Tyler Reddick can continue his winning ways, or can you let the other fellas participate there, Tyler? Over in across the pond in the English Premier League, congratulations to Manchester City for defeating Arsenal today to take home the Carabao Cup 2-0. This was a tournament, 96 teams to start the tournament. All came down today to the Manchester City and Arsenal. But you know what? Arsenal could have the last laugh, because in the actual Premier League, Arsenal has 70 points where Manchester City has 61. Manchester City still has 1 less game played, though. But by the time the season is over, it's looking more than likely that Arsenal is going to win the whole league. Now, over into Major League Soccer, we're talking, we just finished up Week 5. In the East, Nashville has 13 points. New York City FC and Miami have 10 points each. Over in the West, LAFC has 13. Vancouver and San Jose have 12 points each. But also, again, I hate to say it, for another week in a row, your number 1 team of last year for the Supporters' Shield, who had the most points, my team, the Philadelphia Union, this year are going backwards, and in 5 weeks have 0 wins, so 0 points for them. Your top goal scorer so far is Sam Surge from Nashville with 7 goals, and Peter Musa from Dallas, he's got 6 goals. Now, on to the baseball talk. If my man Vince is hanging out with us still, we got some baseball to talk about. Congratulations to Venezuela for beating Team USA. Of course, most of the people that are here in chat, that's our squad. It does suck that they lost. I would say through the entire, tournament, my man Bryce Harper was not looking all that good, but he came up huge in the final game. 2-run shot to tie the game in the 9th. Or maybe it was the 8th. No, I think it was the 8th. Only for then, Aaron Judge, who has came up short the whole tournament, including the final game. We couldn't tack on any runs. And then, for Venezuela, Eugenio Suarez with a big RBI double to give a 3-2 lead for Venezuela, and then we couldn't come back and win that game in the bottom of the inning. So congratulations to Venezuela. Eugenio Suarez and the rest of those guys on that squad. As always, it's hot in this room. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I'm not a water drinker too much. Right now, I'm drinking my cherry Pepsi, getting the sugar level up as well so I can continue to ramble on and yell and spout off stuff to you, all you folks out there. I do appreciate, I could tell, like, YouTube was trying to push the channel for once. I feel like it's been a long time with YouTube actually pushing the channel. We had for like a brief moment 29 up to, I think it was like 29 people in the chat, and they all disappeared pretty darn fast. But maybe they'll give me another spike as we go on further. But got my man Steve in the house. Steve coming in from Your Team Sucks. Your team sucks there, Steve. We're about to talk some baseball. We did all the bowling and NASCAR and soccer and did all that talk. We're about to get into some baseball talk, but Your Team Sucks. You can find us, me, and Steve, who's coming in from that channel. You can find me, him, Uncanny Swag, and Dan Delatorre. Well, when Dan Delatorre can figure out his electronics, you can find us over there every Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific time, where we talk even more about sports. We actually show off cards. We show off, Steve shows off the market movers, your top performing cards of the week in all the different, well, I want to call it the 5 major sports. We still do a little comic book content over on that channel as well. Well, Ghostface, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. I hope you've become a new friend to the channel. I'm going to be here. This is episode 90. It's been at this time every single night, 9 p.m. Eastern, at 6 p.m. Pacific time, at least for the next 10 weeks. I'm thinking about actually stopping Sunday Funday, or at least the format that we have it currently on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Come check us back out next week. If you're here again, I'll give you a wrench or a shield or whatever the hell they're called. This is the Nikki time slot. This is the channel to be at on a Sunday night. I appreciate that there, Steve. So we doing the sports cards over there, sports talk, still a little bit of comic book content as well. Go check us out on Your Team Sucks. Where Steve is a gracious host, over there every Saturday night. All right, on to regular baseball. I'm excited. See, I'm a 5-sport guy. I don't watch every single game. I don't watch every single team, but I would have to venture and say I probably, out of the 162 game Philly season, I might actually watch 80 to 100 games, minimum of 4 or 5 innings of each game. I might catch a couple of the other games here and there as well. If I can catch a Guardians game, which is my second team, I might do a little bit of that. I watch my Flyers, I watch my Sixers. As we are about to get into playoffs, I will certainly watch a lot more of the other teams for the playoffs. Yes, regular baseball, Major League Baseball, not World Baseball Classic. We already did that before you jumped in with your first comment there, Steve. We're past that. we're on to regular baseball. Game 1 of the season, Yankees the Yankees lose. They lost. They're going to lose again this year. Yankees versus the Giants, Wednesday night. That's game 1. Your official opening day is coming up on Thursday. What does that mean for my team? That's what I like to talk about. Phillies, they start their season against the Texas Rangers. That's my man Justin over at 3 Good Nerds. That's his team. Congratulations to Christopher Sanchez, your runner-up for the Cy Young Award. If it wasn't for some guy named Paul Skeens, who was phenomenal last year, Christopher Sanchez was your runner-up in the Cy Young voting. He's getting his first opening day start. He was 15-11 with a 3.22 ERA and 34 starts last year. Not too shabby. He's going up against Nathan Eovaldi, who was 11-3 last year, a 1.73 ERA and 22 starts.
Mayhem's clean deodorant keeps you smelling divine for 72 hours.
Hold on, I hate dealing with commercials.
He will kill you as so many curse words that can only be advertised for 6 seconds.
I'm gonna have to. It's 25 seconds of a commercial. I appreciate that, Daniel. Thank you. I'm really happy that you're here tonight because we're definitely going to talk quite a bit of hockey tonight. Now, for that first Phillies game and for the foreseeable future, projected lineup looks similar, something like this. Trey Turner as a leadoff, Kyle Schwarber batting second, Bryce Harper third, Alec Boehm fourth, Brandon Marsh fifth, Adolis Garcia batting sixth, so he will be playing his former team, the Texas Rangers, on opening day. Bryson Stott batting seventh, JT Realmuto batting eighth, and recent call-up and has made the team and will be the starting center fielder, Justin Crawford. Heard a lot of good stuff about this kid. Big-time top prospect for the team. Later on in the year, soon enough, Andrew Painter, another top prospect, will be pitching. I think he's going to be the fifth man in our rotation. And then maybe we'll have Aiden Miller at some point get the call-up for the season. Also with baseball, and I know my man Swag would say, who cares about your fantasy team? But me and Vince and 18 other guys, we have our teams for the 20-man Yahoo Fantasy Baseball League. So I'm excited about that. Maybe I'll at least, Vince, I'll at least congratulate the winner of each week's tournament for that, to say at least there was golf on the channel. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me, Vince, 16 guys, and 2 low-life pieces of shit. Absolutely. You're absolutely right there, Seth. Also today, speaking of fantasy baseball, me and the family, we're continuing this on now. Me, my wife, and my 2 boys, we did our 4-person baseball draft, which I gotta tell you, I mean, nothing against the 20-person draft, but it's so cool that we did our 4-person draft. You pick your positions, you pick all your pitchers, and you have to have a certain amount of pitchers, and it's going to be the same format. Points all the way through to the end of the season. No head-to-head each week. It's just points all the way through to the end of the season. And what's cool about having a 4-person, league is there were still a lot of freaking players left to be chosen. I was lucky I got my man Bryce Harper, but you know what? Bryce Harper was actually low enough on the list that he could have potentially actually not even be picked by any of us. But of course, I had to pick at some point my guy, Bryce Harper. The wife, though, she picked up. She's got the Schwarbomb there, Vince. She's got Kyle Schwarber on her squad. She also has my other guy, Jose Ramirez, on her squad as well. So disappointed in that aspect, but she's got a good squad. We all got good squads. It's going to be a lot of fun. I like. She acts like she doesn't know, and I'm calling her out. She might hear me in the other room. I'm calling her out. And I gave her props, but I'm calling her out here on the live. She's like, oh, I don't know a whole lot about baseball, but when it came time for her to make picks, she was making some good decisions. She wasn't just picking the next player up. Said she picked up Yoshi Yamamoto, and I was like, damn, she knows what she's doing. I'm not fooled by you, wifey. So we all got good squads. It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's also time for your man, Nikki Two Times, to brag, because with a couple weeks left in basketball, I was coming up from behind and losing, but I'm back. I'm back, baby. I'm in first going into today. First overall, 33 points ahead of the wife in our basketball league. And over in our hockey league, I'm also first. I'm ahead of Ethan by 4.8 points. So I'm hanging on. I'm going to keep on raising the stakes. Yeah, I'm whooping all these people. You don't know sports the way Nikki Two Times knows sports. That's why I do this channel, because I know sports. Yeah, she may very well win the baseball league. Her baseball team is actually pretty stacked. Yeah, it was kind of crazy on our 20-man thing, but Steve's absolutely correct, Vince. There's a few guys, a few not so up individuals that we have in there. I'm going to do my best to avoid communication with them at all. They know who they are. They know they better not hit me up trying to make trades, because I'll tell them to go suck a dick. But they know exactly who they are. Big time haters. And no room for the Brewers. Daniel, no room for the Brewers whatsoever. It'll be out of principle, Steve. They could be I'll give you Aaron Judge for they could be like, hey, I'll give you my Aaron Judge for your I don't know, your Aaron Judge for your Mookie Betts or something like that, or okay player. I'll give you Aaron Judge for Francisco Lindor, and I'll just be like, oh, bite me. All right, so on to my content. This is not where I brag. I just like to tell you how things have been going. What's going on there, Swag? What? So, for the channel, so man, I would really like to ramp up the live streams, the impromptus, but I haven't been doing that. Good for the Avs. Congratulations on them clinching. We'll certainly talk more about about that in a little bit, Swag. But yeah, I only did the live last week and the Monday morning stream. I didn't do any others. So I went from 1,815 subs to 1,843 subs. So gained 28 subs for the week. Last I checked before I came on, I actually grew another 10, believe it or not. So, but we'll save that for next week's growth. But the 2 live streams, I got 3 new subs from those streams. I only did 6 shorts for the week. We're the lowest, so it's gotten a little bit better. Where, you know, a lot of the shorts, and Steve knows, a lot of those shorts were pretty low numbered last week. There was something wrong, I think, with the shorts feed or the vertical feed or something last week, but it's bounced back. I didn't change anything up. Had 800, the lowest was 885 views, and the other 5 were over 1,000. I actually gained 12 subscribers from my shorts for the week. The taste test of the soda pop actually produced 0 subs there, Vince. I think if I do more of them and make it a thing, maybe it'll pick up a little bit. You know, if I became one of those like influencers, but I don't plan to. If I was one of those people that did the drive-through, eating sandwiches type route, maybe it would pick up if I did a video and then also did a short and attached the full video to. Maybe it would pick up, but right now, you know, that particular one gave me 0. The posts, which I will continue to credit Steve on for the suggestion, and for those of you that don't know, when I work for Amazon, and when I'm out on my route, I come across animals in their yard, dogs in the house barking at me through a window, and I try to take pictures where I can of these different animals. And right now I've been posting them just one post every other day, basically. I post one on Monday, I post one on Wednesday, I post one on Friday. The like amount is off the charts. The like amount, we're hitting over 1,000 thumbs up on every single one of those. The amount of comments that I receive from these posts, a lot of it is all jumble. Some of it's foreign, so I have to hit the see translation button, and then I'll be like, "Oh, you have such a cute kitty," or whatever. It'll be like a bunch of hearts and a bunch of praying hands and whatnot. I don't care what the comments look like, but I'm just saying how they look. So check it out just so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm not expecting you to go back and hit, like every single one of those posts if you haven't seen it, but just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. People come in and comment. For the week, I gained 13 subs from those. So 13 from the posts, 12 from the shorts, and 3 from the 2 live streams of last week. I don't know about that. There's not one all that close. If I was going to do anything, I would, right down the street is the Women's Humane Society, where they have pets. You can come and check them out. I think you can even volunteer over there. Be something I'd at least look into. Sorry, just going back. I didn't see the lady in the towel comment. Yeah, honestly, I try not to take pictures too much into people's houses, or at least if there's no cars in the driveway and this dog's all alone or whatever barking at me, I might take a picture. We got Yan Flores since the last time you were here, but I remember you, Jan. Glad to have you here. I hope you've had a good 2026 up to this point. Now, do not be sorry, Jan. We all have lives outside of YouTube, but I'm glad that you can make your way back here, even if it's just for a minute or two. Good to have you. We just got done talking baseball. We just got done talking about the path of my content. The only thing we didn't talk about on my content. So this was what I was thinking. So I love all you guys that do support me on Sunday, but you know, Sunday used to be a lot more bustling in here. You know, I was getting 15, 16, 17 people at a pop. I was getting 40 plus watch hours every Sunday. I went back and looked, like episode 60 was the last time I actually had like a good amount of watch hours. Now these Sundays are getting 12 watch hours, 15 watch hours. And as much as I love you guys, I can hang out, which is at your spots, or you can come and give me a little support when I do a 10-minute live or 15-minute live, impromptu live during the week, instead of spending 2 hours on a Sunday. So, that being said, and we got my man Zach Sports Cards in the house. We'll see how it goes. Right now, but where my headspace is I'm thinking of going to episode 100, which if I don't miss a week from now till then, episode 100 will fall the weekend after Memorial Weekend. So on May 31st will be episode 100. Somewhere around in that ballpark, I'm thinking I'm going to hit 2,000 subscribers as well. So we'll do a episode 100, 2,000 subscriber final episode celebration on that day. Do I maybe consider continuing past that? Maybe. But I'm thinking about stopping right there on the format as you know it, at least. Past that, I'll probably ramp up, maybe doing just sports recaps a couple days a week for like 20 minutes, half hour. Or maybe I'll do like a half hour to an hour on Sunday, not call it Sunday Funday, and maybe even start it a little bit earlier. Start it at like 8 o'clock, because I know some people go to bed. So maybe they come in and support me at 8 o'clock, where I just do a quick 45 minutes to an hour session instead of a 2 hour show at this time slot. But a lot to think about, but some things just so you guys all know what's going on in this crazy brain of mine. Besides, it's always good to consider doing some pivoting. You know, adding those pet posts, that's kind of pivoting. But you guys are all the real ones. You guys are the ones that I see here almost every single Sunday, especially Steve. You won't see me here 7 days a week, or if for some crazy reason you see me 7 days in a row there, Swag, it won't be like 3 hour drag on AI shows for 3 hours a night, 7 days a week. It'll be a simple 15-minute recap of like sports scores or something like that, and be done and out. I will say though, Steve, like I dove in a little bit more last night and today on just the analytics of things, and I did get a little surge before you got here. It didn't last very long because obviously the way that my channel's set up, it's not super appealing, but man, I got spiked early on in the show at 29 people were in the chat for like a moment. So at least I'm not blaming YouTube anymore for my woes. I only control what I can control, and pivoting is definitely part of that equation. Not a problem, Yan. Again, like I said, I like that you came by. I haven't seen you in a while, so it was good to see you. Just letting you know that I remember that you've been here before. You have a great night. Wow! So we have a hockey guy in the house. Mac Daddy 82. Mac Daddy, we're going to talk hockey real shortly. So if you can indulge me for another minute or two, we're just about ready to talk about what's going on in hockey. We're going to talk Minnesota Wild, where they're sitting. Daniel, I know, is a Predators fan. His team's looking pretty stellar right now. Well, I don't know about stellar, but his team is in the mix right now too, as well. I want to make sure I didn't miss any of yous that came in. No, I got yous all there. Whew. I might have to go get another soda before I continue. But let's talk a little hockey. Then I'll go make my money moves. So in the world of hockey, and we definitely talked quite a bit about hockey over the last handful of weeks here and on Saturday nights over at Your Team Sucks, but in the East, Atlantic Division, Buffalo has 94 points, Tampa Bay has 90, Montreal has 86 points. In the Metropolitan Division, Carolina Hurricanes have 96, Pittsburgh Penguins 86, and the Columbus Blue Jackets with 85 points. Currently, right now, your wild card spots are 86 points for Boston, 84 points for Detroit. Sitting right behind them, trying to make a move, New York Islanders with 83 points, Ottawa Senators with 81 points, and Philadelphia with 80. I don't know if they're still currently playing, but I know the New York Islanders were in the middle of playing. Who was it they were playing? Who were they playing, guys? I forgot already. Oh, Columbus. So if anybody right now can tell me who won or is winning that game, Islanders versus Columbus Blue Jackets, I would appreciate it. Vince is taking off. That's the sports card ripping teacher. Look forward to your lesson plan for the week there, Vince. You have a great night. Always important to get enough sleep when you got to deal with kids all day. So yeah, Islanders with 83, Ottawa with 81, Flyers with 80. Like I've been saying, I have not given up hope. There's some life. There's a pulse. As Sith would say, AI would tell you, Flyers have a pulse, a faint pulse, but a pulse nonetheless. They had a great, I should say, West Coast trip. They beat the Anaheim Ducks. They beat the Los Angeles Kings. They beat the San Jose Sharks. Even when the Flyers were really good, it didn't happen too often for them to go and sweep a West Coast trip. So they're hanging out in the hunt. They're putting pressure on the guys ahead of them. Let me go through it for you right now before I tell you about your West, because I know we have a bunch of Western Conference guys in the chat. So this coming week, the Flyers, they play Columbus Blue Jackets, Chicago Blackhawks. That's Vince Chicago Blackhawks, both at home. Then they play at Detroit, and then at the Dallas Stars, which, I know Swag is going to want us to beat the Stars, and I want us to beat the Stars for you, Swag. Ottawa for the week, they're at the Rangers, at Detroit, They host Pittsburgh, and then they're at Tampa Bay. So kind of, I don't know, iffy schedule for Ottawa. Columbus Blue Jackets, they're at Philadelphia, at Montreal. Hopefully Montreal can help us out. Hopefully we can help ourselves out and beat Columbus, and then Montreal can help us out. Then they play at home San Jose and Boston. Detroit, they only have 3 games for the week. They play home in Ottawa, they're at Buffalo, and then they play Philadelphia. Boston plays in Boston against Toronto, at Buffalo, home against Minnesota Wild, and then they play at Columbus Blue Jackets. So it's kind of iffy sometimes when you see some of these teams that you're trying to go against, Boston and Columbus both playing each other. I don't know who I want to win. Islanders beat Columbus. That's a game I'm not sure how to feel. Do I want Islanders? Did I want Islanders to win that game, or did I want Columbus to win that game? They're the 2 teams that we're chasing right now. You know, like I said before the game, Columbus Blue Jackets had the 85 points in third, and Islanders having the 83 points as the top team. Just below the bubble for the wild card, but. Yeah, I guess in this situation I did want the Islanders because now Columbus has 85 and the Islanders have 85. That makes it a little bit more manageable for the Flyers to try to catch up. So that's good. A win for them. The only loss for the week versus Columbus. They did great. They beat the Rangers this week. They beat the Seattle Kraken this week. They lost to the really good. They beat the really, really good Carolina Hurricanes at the beginning of the week. So I got absolutely no help. My squad. We got O-Rod Collects in the house. O-Rod, it has been too long, buddy. I'm glad to see you. You got the trophies. I missed you coming in. I missed my trophies. Whew. Yeah. Episode 62. Whew. That's quite a bit, O-Rod. I need you here. I have a lot more fun when you're hanging out and giving me trophies. And I know O-Rod's been opening up some really cool shit on his channel. You know, he does some long-form stuff. He also does a lot of cool short-form video or shorts. He was opening up some UFC cards this week that I was checking out.
Changing how you shop can feel like a lot.
You okay?
All right, sorry, to go on, Boston. Oh, yeah, no, I already said Boston. New York Islanders, they only have 3 games this coming week. They're playing Chicago, Dallas, and Florida all at home. So, all very winnable games for them. So, that part I don't like. Got to keep an eye out on that. Pittsburgh, they host the Avalanche. They play in Ottawa, and then they play Dallas at home. Just to go a little bit further, so if the Flyers somehow, some way, are still pretty in the hunt, you know, they still have that faint pulse going into the following week. We could do ourselves a lot of good the following week because we play at Washington, home against Detroit, at the Islanders, and home against Boston. So, you know, we could do ourselves some favors and beat up some of these metropolitan teams that we have coming the following week. But, you know, we got to take care of business this coming week first and still be in the hunt. Yeah, faint pulse. Yeah, always beat Boston. All right. So on to the West. In the Central Division, you have Colorado Avalanche with 102 points. The first team, they've clinched already. They're going to be in the playoffs. And I'm sure we're going to be hearing it for the next handful of weeks. In our chat, Swag won't shut the hell up about it. But his Avalanche have already wrapped up that. Dallas with 97 points. Minnesota with 92 points. So there is your Wild with the 92 points. Over there in the Pacific Division, Anaheim with 80, Edmonton with 77, and the Vegas Golden Knights with 76 points. Your wildcard slots are filled up by Utah Mammoth with 78 points, Nashville with 75 points. The teams that are almost out, LA Kings with 72 points, Seattle with 71, San Jose with 70, and Winnipeg with 70. Don't know what happened with San Jose this week. They kind of got beat around a little bit, including getting beat by my Flyers this week. Glorious is coming in telling me my team sucks, that my Flyers suck. But Glorious, you can't just leave it at Flyers suck. You got to tell me who you like and who you think is the better team. What is your team? And if you tell me a team that is in the bottom of the standings, I'm going to definitely laugh at you. So at least tell me who you like, Glorious. Make another comment. Chime in. It's all good. Hey, we haven't had banter in this channel in quite a while. So if someone wants to come in and tell me my team is bad. So you know what? Flyers and Winnipeg don't have no beef with one another, Glorious, so I don't know why you would tell me my team sucks, but that's okay. Winnipeg, I don't know what happened to Winnipeg. Winnipeg was looking strong last year. Their Glorious did fall apart. They're not the team that they were last year. I don't know enough about Winnipeg to know if they made some moves or injuries or whatnot, but I do appreciate you coming and hanging out with us, Glorious. We talk all the sports here. I went through the stats of hockey right now. We talk a lot more. Oh, thanks, Steve. Well, your LA Kings, they suck as well, too. And you know what? For the week, the Ducks suck, too, because they lost to my Flyers. So my team's not sucking that bad, are they? Ha! Anyways, Glorious, if you like sports and you like hanging out and you like talking hockey especially, you can also find me on Saturday nights if you click on Your Team Sucks Sports. That's my buddy Steve's channel where he hosts sports-centric, collectible-centric show on Saturday nights over there. And it is called Your Team Sucks. Kings are very dysfunctional. I saw your other statement about there being no real leadership on that team. And definitely Anaheim. I know you have to admit, Steve, you didn't think Anaheim was going to be in first place in the Pacific. You said at the beginning of the season, even when I said, hey, I think the Flyers, they'll get that 8th and final spot. You're like, you told me no, and you also said, I'm not even sure my Anaheim Ducks are going to make the playoffs. But you have to admit, you didn't think they were going to be top dogs in their division. That's really cool. Jordan Tutu signed Predators flag. He's your cousin. Very cool. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to just turn up the music to drown out the not sitting here. I need a beverage. It is super brutal in this apartment room. We'll get into continue on some hockey talk, and then we'll get into basketball. But I need a beverage. I'll be right back.
When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gon' turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, yo. Tell them turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get the stage shaking like a disco ball. This is your last one and the courtesy call.
Drinking in some great Milo's Milo's extra sweet tea from Dollar General. Shout out to my man Zach Sports Cards, and I'm drinking it out of my Flyers cup that I have here, guys. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Jalen, for all the shout out stuff. Many years ago, I worked at Dollar General and absolutely hated that job. One of the worst jobs I've ever had in my life. A decent place to shop for some good, cheap stuff. And if you go to Zach the Frugal's channel, he'll tell you a lot of awesome deals that you can get and get stuff for free, for a penny, for a quarter, you name it. He's your guy, but it is a horrible, horrible place to work. They don't give you enough payroll hours to really get anything done. And I was a manager, and the store was always a complete disaster. And I worked 65, 70 hours a week and couldn't make a dent to making it better. Yeah, no, that'll be quite all right. I was just talking about something on that. It's my man Johnny. What's going on, Johnny? Good to have you back, Johnny. Johnny is now a recurring friend to the channel that he found me strictly from scrolling the live feed, not from sharing, not from a different friend or other videos. Johnny found me through scrolling and has come back, and I appreciate it there, Johnny. Let's go Flyers. But Jim, I was talking earlier today in our bro chat that the hardest, one of the craziest times in Philadelphia for us that just ended in failure, ended in disaster. Back on November the 5th, 2022, I was at work. I was at the car dealership at the time, watching on the TV my Philadelphia Union, well on their way to win MLS Cup only to let up a late goal and then stay tied in the overtime and losing shootouts, and we lost the MLS Cup in the most shittiest fashion. We're talking like, when I say late goal, I'm talking the way, if you know soccer, you get 90 minutes. When it hits 90 minutes, there's extra time, and there was like 7 extra minutes of time added on, and then like the 96th minute, they scored on us. So we lost MLS Cup. That same night, Phillies in the World Series, and Houston goes ahead and beats the Phillies that night to win the World Series. So that was 2 back-to-back heartbreaks on the same day. And then just a short 3 months later, in February of 2023, that's when the Eagles, they lost the Super Bowl to your Kansas City Chiefs. What a horrible time. What a great time and a horrible time at the same time. You know, great time because my teams were there. But, you know, I don't want to be, what do you call it? I don't want to be the stepsister. I don't want to be the runner-up. I want to be the winner. Could we have at least won one of the 3, please? It was not to be done. It was not to be had that year. Eagles have made amends. They've won a championship. But the Phillies have not even gotten sniffed. They haven't even sniffed going back. The Union, they had a decent chance last year, but fell short, and they're certainly not going to do it this year, starting off their season at 0-5. Johnny, I hope you are ready for the Phillies season coming up in just a couple more days. And, you know, like an idiot as always, I did miss the top of the hour. We're into the 10 o'clock hour, already 8 minutes through, but might as well give myself a reversal. Come back strong! And another chair spin! We are here for hour number 2. If you want to continue to talk hockey, we will certainly talk hockey. If you want to talk baseball, we'll certainly talk some more baseball. But I also definitely have more basketball to talk about. So that's where we're going to head to right now. Let's talk some basketball. Let me change this. I don't like this. I always try to find different new music, new non-copyright stuff, and this stuff sucks. I like this. I'm going to say former. I don't mean to sound so rude about it. A former friend to the channel told me that it was okay for me to use this music on my channel, but she doesn't come by anymore, so she probably doesn't even know that I still use it. But there it is. I like using this AI Cats rock music. Maybe one day she'll be like O-Rod and come back to the channel. Maybe she'll be like Jan Flores and come back to the channel and hang out with us. But right now, I'm still going to continue to use the music because it fits perfectly for the channel. Nah, I think she's long gone there, Steve. We got Dakota Miller in the house. All right, so Dakota has a good question, and if you guys really want to get to know me, it is pretty difficult to answer that question, Dakota. And when I mean difficult, growing up Flyers were number one. Boom! It was like Flyers. I was actually, like, yeah, growing up it was like Flyers, Phillies, Eagles, Sixers. For a while I had season tickets to the Union when they came to town. So for a little bit I was like, Union was near the top because I was going to all the games and I was just like super excited. I would probably say just overall fandom wise though, it's probably the Eagles, Phillies, Union, and I'm going to go Eagles. Phillies and Flyers are probably on the same plane. Union and the Sixers are pretty far down the list. But I still enjoy all 5 of my teams. But you know what, though, too? I've seen a Phillies World Series. It's been a while, but still, I've seen the Phillies win the World Series. I've got now 2 Super Bowl wins notched in my belt for fandom. Right now, I need to see the Flyers take that next step. Flyers haven't won since '75. I need to see some Flyers action. I need a Flyers Stanley Cup hoist. Please, I feel like for the Flyers, it's going to be one of those things. I'm going to be, Mr. Cifelli, 92-year-old, oldest fan, have me on the screen. Flyers are going to be making a playoff run. They're going to be like, do it for old man Nick. A 92-year-old Flyers fan, been a Flyers fan since he was 2. That's how I feel. I feel like the Flyers aren't going to do shit. But, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. Okay, I like that there, Daniel. Yeah, Philadelphia Athletics. So, incidentally enough, I wouldn't say I'm a big Oakland Athletics fan by no stretch of the imagination, but I have liked the Athletics since I was younger. Part of that being the connection, Philadelphia Athletics, even though that was way before my time, Steve, obviously, even before your time, for as old as you are. But, this whole new thing of, Nick Kurtz is really cool, which, by the way, I have him on my family fantasy squad. He's my backup first baseman to Bryce Harper. But I also have, they're moving to Vegas. I can't explain it to you guys. I don't really know fully what my fascination is with it all, but I like the Vegas Golden Knights. I don't follow them. I don't, actively root for them, but, I thought it was cool that Vegas got a squad, and they're there. Raiders going to Vegas, and Raiders have been my second football team since I was a kid. Now you got the Athletics moving to Vegas. I'm super stoked about that, and I would love to see a basketball squad go there. And the talk is that could be right around the corner. Could be as soon as 2 years from now, 2 seasons from now, you could be seeing a new team in Seattle. And if they do it right, like Steve says, if they do it right, they will be the Seattle Supersonics again. And they're going to start that, and then Vegas, whatever they want to call it, and I will be an instant fan of that Vegas squad as well as that Seattle squad. Also, in the near future, I have a bucket list thing where I want to go right in that September time frame. I want to go to Vegas. While I'm in Vegas, I might not even do any gambling. I want to go to Vegas. I want to watch Vegas Athletics game, and then that Sunday watch a Vegas Raiders game. So that's like a bucket list thing I have that I want to check that box sooner rather than later. So who's closer to winning one? So the the Phillies and Eagles are all, well, the Eagles are always perennial, you know, they're always going to be right there for the near future, O-Rod. Phillies, and they're kind of running it back too much. They're not really forging ahead enough to win, but yes, Flyers and the Sixers they're definitely well in the back seat, if not in the trunk. Dakota, you're gonna have to tell me who your order of fandom is for the Philadelphia teams. Yeah, I want to see a Supersonics. I should bring it out for next week or for our show on Saturday. Steve, I think I have somewhere in my closet. I have a Sean Kemp Seattle Supersonics jersey somewhere. It might even be in my closet. Obviously, I haven't wore it in whatever 30 some years or whatever, but it's not the really cool green with the light yellow jersey. It's the newer one, the one they had after that, the Gary Payton Supersonics jersey or whatever. But I'll have to pull that out and show you guys on Saturday if I can find it. My Sean Kemp jersey. That's a guy I liked a lot. Those were the kind of players back then. You know, Charles Barkley, my all-time favorite basketball player. Sean Kemp, Larry Johnson, you know, Grandmama. Just those guys that bang, slam dunk and came in hard. Those are the kind of players I liked growing up. There's still the players kind of like today, but you know, there's not a lot of those guys around. That's probably why I like Giannis a lot, because he's kind of still somewhat of that kind of a player. And the Philadelphia Athletics were definitely the way more successful of the two teams. You know, back then, if the Yankees weren't winning the World Series, the Philadelphia Athletics were winning the World Series. So they had quite a few titles in those earlier years. And of course, they also then when they moved, they had quite a few titles with Oakland. Oh, that's really cool. Moon's digging strong into the box. Oh yeah, definitely a little B.O.B.O. Christopher Works is in the house. He's saying go O's, go Orioles. Christopher Works, it's been a number of years. I don't think I've been... Shoot, how old's my oldest? 25, going to be 25. It might be 20 years since the last time I went to Baltimore and watched the Phillies play the Orioles down there at Camden Yards. It's been too long. Well, that's why when you go hiking there at PJM, you should always have a roll of toilet paper with you. I know when I go camping, no, I don't ever go camping. I bring a roll of toilet paper with me too. See, I like this rock music a lot better than the, I don't know what the hell was playing earlier that I had. Yeah, but you know, O's got all these like young players, and then they keep, I don't know, like moving on way too quick from some of them.
Another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains.
I like Gunner a lot. Obviously, Ali Rushman's pretty good. They got Kobe Mayo, Jackson Holiday. They definitely got some good young talent. I like Gunner a lot, though.
With 4 wheels,
And Gunner's probably not even their best player. I mean, I don't even. So I live in an apartment. I don't even have a backyard to go camping in. I go camping in my living room when my daughter likes to. She sets up the blankets with the chairs, and we kind of sit under the blanket or whatever below the blanket, and I tell her like ghost stories and stuff. I haven't done that in a while. Now he's got me wanting to. Now I have a plan of my day off tomorrow to do some inside fort camping. A Mount Castle. You know, Christopher, I think I have somewhere his. I guess it's his rookie or the year after. I've got at a 2023 Top Series 1. I actually have a Mount Castle auto. I have to dig that up. Well, you know what? No. I think I actually have that right here. They might even still be on my eBay, which I haven't paid attention to my eBay in months. I haven't made any kind of updates or anything. Let me see if I have it in my case here. Oh, but I have a base Adley Rutschman rookie. Here's my base Gunnar Henderson. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't a base. That was a retro Adley Rutschman. Here's the base Adley Rutschman. I don't know. Does this guy still play for the team? I have a Josh Lester sticker auto. Let's see here. I got this, I got a rookie with the cup. I know Steve likes these kind of cards with the RC and the cup. Ryan Mountcastle. Either I took it out, or maybe I sold it and forgot that I sold it. That's always a possibility. Oh, speaking of Charles Barkley, there's a Charles Barkley for you. Steve, I think, do you have this in a slab? I think you might have this in a slab if I'm not mistaken. There's my Charles. That's very cool, Christopher. I got a PED user, Philadelphia Philly, Johan Rojas auto. That'd be cool. Here's one of my favorite trouts that I have. There's Steve. This isn't that old. It's a Topps Chrome Mike Trout Technicolor. Shohei Mojo. I'll show like one more. I thought this was cool. This was, I think, gifted to me. His time with the Washington Nationals, I don't know what kind of... Project 70, Juan Soto. That's a pretty freaking cool looking card, if I do say so myself. Ducks are going to have to keep on winning if they want to have any chance, and if they want Seneca to have any chance of winning Rookie of the Year. I think that's all. I always like to show that off too. One of my favorite cards in my collection, because I actually pulled this and got a 10 out of it. And I only got this because, I know Steve gets easily influenced by individuals and starts buying G.I. Joes when he becomes friends with G.I. Joe people, or starts ripping a lot more hockey when he becomes friends with hockey guys. But Steve influenced me and said, you should get an Ovechkin, at least one Ovechkin in your collection. And last year, before breaking the record, I was able to secure this. Shoot, I'm trying to have the light. PSA 10. What is it? Checklist card. Yeah, very affordable. It was like a little over $100 or something like that. 115, I think, at the time. But that's where we're ending the show and tell at. We got my man Justin, 3 Good Nerds, in the house. What's going on there, Justin? I'm going to have to needle Justin all week in our text thread. Justin playing your Texas Rangers this week. Thursday. I don't know if it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or if it's Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. We have Friday off. I hate when they do that opening week. They always do that with the Phillies. They play Thursday, and then they have like Friday off. I don't know if it's a 3-game series or 4-game series, but I'm going to be talking mad shit to you all week. I might get my pick in early for our home run contest as well. So be prepared for that there, Justin, because I'm coming for the title. You got myself, Justin at 3 Good Nerds, Vince, the sports card ripping teacher, our friend BC Sports Cards, who actually was let off his leash for a night and was on Justin's channel on the live stream on Tuesday for making our fantasy picks. We got Sean. I'm sorry, that wasn't fantasy picks. That was ripping open our boxes on Tuesday night. My bad. We had Sean, Texas Car Depot, is also in the home run contest, and he just came in just now too. What's going on there, Sean? Damn, guys, it should come like the other person's stream end, and now you're all jumping on into mine. I guess I should be happy that the other streams have ended for the night. And I'm missing Brad at Dougie's Dugout, Cards by Mark, as well as, and Justin, you're going to have to say it because it's going to take me a while to get used to it, but Anthony over at Grandpa, whatever the name of his channel is. I'm sorry. I always forget it. Adam's Card Closet must be coming from that other chat as well, and has come in. What's going on there, Adam? That's it. Grandpa Pruitt, Anthony. That's Anthony over at Grandpa Pruitt. We talked all your sports earlier, guys. You missed all the baseball talk. You missed all the hockey talk. I just have basketball left. I know Adam's cool with the basketball. Adam likes talking Lakers. We're certainly going to talk about that and where they're at. So let me jump into that. There goes my papers. Yeah, that's what I do every week there, Sean. I just kind of hit Justin up either in a part of our text or over there on IG. So our basketball talk, NBA, your Eastern Conference, nothing much has changed at the top. Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, Cavs, Raptors, and the Hawks. But Sixers, they're starting to make a little headway because they played some god-awful tanking teams over the last handful of days. They're in that 7th spot. Magic, Heat, and Hornets, they round out. It's going to be these 10 teams. And when I do the West, it's going to be those 10 teams. Nobody below is jumping up, but we haven't figured out who the top 6 in these divisions are just yet. Because Raptors and Hawks, beware, Sixers, Magic, Heat, and Hornets all have a chance to still jump in there. Over in the West, you got the Thunder, Spurs, Lakers, Rockets, Nuggets, and the Timberwolves, followed by the play-in teams, Suns, Clippers, Trailblazers, and the Warriors. Daniel, you have a wonderful night, my friend. Glad you could stick around for the past hour and a half. Show's been going strong, and you're one of the good reasons for it, Daniel. All right, on to your points leaders. Luka Doncic, 33.4 points. SGA with 31.6. Anthony Edwards with 29.5. Your assist leaders, Jokic with 10.6. Cade Cunningham with 9.9. And Luka Doncic with 8.4. Your rebounds leaders, Jokic with 12.6. Karl Anthony Towns 11.9. And Donovan Clingan at 11.7. Just looking, I can't believe everyone. Thanks you too, my friend. Justin mailing my stuff out. Adam, I went to your channel. This is probably the longest I've seen you go without doing content. So hopefully, I don't know if you're posting anything today or plan on in the beginning of the week, but wow, I think it's been like 8 or 9 days since Adam's posted content. I feel like that's the longest I've seen you not post anything there, Adam. So that's how it's looking. But this is what the Kia MVP ladder is telling us. SGA in the number 1 spot. Luka Doncic with his big push this week and being a points machine, he's in the second slot. Victor Wembanyama in the third slot, and Jokic in the fourth slot. I'm sorry, guys. I don't care what Oklahoma is doing and where they're at. SGA needs to be all the way down in fourth. I think Doncic, Wemby, and Jokic have been bigger MVPs of the league. I think Cade Cunningham has been a bigger MVP of the league, but, he's not going to make the threshold. If he's out the rest of the season, for sure. Cade Cunningham, I think at this point he still needs to play 4 more games out of, the 13 remaining, but that collapsed lung thing is probably going to keep him out. Over to your rookies. Very, very cool. Sorry I haven't seen any of those collabs there, Adam. Your rookie leaders in points. Cooper Flagg at 21 or 20.1. Con Knipple at 19.1. VJ Edgecombe at 15.7. The assist leaders. Nembhard is back up on the list at 4.9. Cooper Flagg at 4.5. And VJ Edgecombe at 4 even. Rookie rebounds, Maxime Reynaud at 7.3, Derek Queen at 6.8, and Cooper Flagg at 6.7. Now, I don't usually do steals and blocks, but I'm going to do steals and blocks, and you'll understand why in a moment I'm doing that. Rookie leaders in steals, VJ Edgecombe 1.4, Richard at 1.2, and Cooper Flagg at 1.1. Another category, Cooper Flagg in the top 3. Rookie blocks. Kalkbrenner, 1.4. Cooper Flagg and Derek Queen in the second, third spots, 0.9 blocks per game. However, the Kia Rookie of the Year ladder is still showing that you got Con Knipple leading the way for Rookie of the Year supremacy. Cooper Flagg second, VJ Edgecombe third, Maxime Reynaud in the fourth spot, and Dylan Harper in the fifth spot. I don't get it. I love Con Knipple. I'm a big Duke fan. That's why I like Cooper Flagg so much. Knipple's done some really good things. Some of the stuff they've cited is that, the Mavericks are out of it. The Hornets are playing for a playoff spot. But it's not like they're top 2 or 3 teams in they're in 10th place, people. Let's take a breath now. The Charlotte Hornets are in 10th place. It's not like Con Knipple is lighting the world on fire to give them that chance to be in the playoffs. Definitely not doing enough to warrant being Rookie of the Year over my man Cooper Flagg. That's just my 2 cents of it all. We also have, just coming in now to Akari. Akari, thanks for being here. I appreciate it, girl. Glad you're around. Stay for as long as you can. Stick around. If you're up in the morning, I know my man Sean, Jedi Master, or Jedi, I screwed it up already there, Sean. Sean, Texas Car Depot. He'll be up in the morning getting ready for the kids. You're going to have Vince the Sports Car Reaping Teacher. He'll be up in the morning. Shout out to my buddy. Rants and 2 balls are better than one who's usually up in the morning. But, I'm going to do another live stream tomorrow morning when I'm on the road after dropping my son Nicholas off at school. So, if you can't stick around tonight, maybe you can come back tomorrow in the morning to support me, just, rambling on like I usually do. Yeah, but they wouldn't have gotten the first overall pick in the first place because, all us real ones, Justin, know that was a gimme for losing Luka, was getting the number 1 overall pick to get Cooper in the first place. Yeah, impromptu live stream. Impromptu. Yeah, I usually don't know if I'm going to be doing them or not, so they usually are impromptu. but I think I'll actually set it up as being one of the Monday morning quarterback streams there, Sean. Yeah. Imagine that. Them never cheating. I do have, I mean, this isn't entertainment. I like to talk entertainment as well a little bit. Not a whole lot. I'm still watching my show, The Pit, on HBO Max, which is a really good medical drama. Then you have Marshals. I'll probably watch Marshals before I go to bed tonight after the stream. That's a good show. If you don't know Marshals, spin off to Yellowstone. Go and check that show out. But last topic on the entertainment front. I'm not one of those people that like to watch the Golden Globes or the SAG Awards or the Oscars or any of that, especially because a lot of it's gone kind of like, wacky, and they all talk too much politics when they have no business talking politics, so I certainly don't like watching those shows, but still. I wanted to give a little love and congratulations. Congratulations, the Oscars were just around the corner. Congratulations to one battle after another winning Best Picture. Michael B. Jordan winning lead actor for Sinners, which I have seen. Sinners is a really good movie. I suggest checking out Sinners, especially if you like some of those period pieces, the Old South or whatever you want to call it. Old South meets vampires and junk, and that was a really good movie in my opinion. Sean Penn won supporting actor for One Battle After Another. Jessie Buckley won Best Lead Actress in Hamnet. Amy Madigan won Best Supporting Actress in the movie Weapons. I've seen Weapons as well. It's an acquired taste. I thought it was really... I couldn't wait to watch it. I watched it. It was a good movie, but it was a little out there at times. It was kind of hard to follow at times. But her role in it was really freaky and crazy. So, suggest giving that a whirl. And then, last category I'll give a shout out to and congratulations. K-pop Demon Hunters for winning animated feature film. So, that's your entertainment talk for the week. That's all the sports talk for the week. Let me catch up with you guys here in the chat. Oh shoot! Well, yeah. If they can keep it that way, any points that they can get to keep them up at the top there, Steve, that's a good thing. If Steve hasn't already posted it, I'm sure that Luca Rookie Auto will be posted on Instagram shortly. Or check out last night's replay of Your Team Sucks, and you'll get to see that kick-ass Luca Rookie Auto that he has. Yeah, not a bad haul. I'm so interested though in knowing what 83 slabs looks like being traded in to get those 2 slabs, and what those 83 slabs were to rank up to the amount of money that you needed. Knowing you, Steve, the cheapest of those 83 slabs is probably still more money than I would willing to spend on a slab. I personally, as you guys are talking, I don't even have 83 slabs in my collection, let alone being able to buy a big boy card like a Luka rookie. I believe I'm somewhere in the ballpark of around 36 to 38 total slabs. And all those slabs together probably, if I'm lucky, would maybe be enough to buy the Shohei second year off of you. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because you already told us the price. I definitely know that my slabs are more than $450. But I probably no more than $1,000 in slabs in my collection. All right, Christopher, you have a great night. Go Flyers, not Capitals. Go Phillies, not Orioles. But go Christopher Works because I like you. You're a good dude. Yeah, you're so addicted to the slab, to the registry. I know that they're not all cards that you are in love with, so you can easily part away with some of them. You just like getting into that registry. But I hope you're not like the people that you. I hope you're good and not like the people that you end up buying from. I hope you're getting these quickly out of your registry when you're departing with these cards, instead of having to make them call you or call PSA. Yeah, and I've seen some of your raw set stuff. Good stuff. You know me, I just got back into collecting and I don't have any of the shit that I collected as a kid, so. I know my dad has a ton of my old stuff that unfortunately, is probably in a horrible condition in the moves that he made, and I had to live with it and deal with it. Excellent. 3-on-3. You never know what can happen on 3-on-3. All right, we are just about to end the night. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I know Adam's got the big boy pants. He can put up the money for some really good cards. Not me. All right, good night, Sean. I'm about to say good night as well, so let's get ready to wrap it up. I'm not gonna really sing for you tonight. Maybe I'll just say, as I've been saying the last few weeks, I did it my way. You've all been great. We had new friends coming through here. Ghostface, Armadillo 21, Michael, Hulk Hogan's Tights. Yeah, brother. I hope you subbed up to the channel and come back there, Hulk Hogan's Tights. We had Don Flores coming in again. Mac Daddy 82. Glorious, who's a Winnipeg Jets fan, came on through. PJ NB Products, talking mad smack. I think he shit himself. Was in the house. And then all the usual suspects. We had Moon Over Miami, Jim NFL, Daniel Cryfall, My Alternate Ego Black Dragon Sports Shorts. We had Phil Ailing, the sports card ripping teacher, my man Vince was here. My son, NWA Wrestling Stuff. That's Nick, little Nick Jr. He's not so little. He's bigger than I am. My man Steve at Your Team Sucks. Uncanny Swag. Zach Sports Cards. Jalen Season. O-Rod Collects. Dropping those trophies. Johnny 67. Philadelphia fan coming in from down there in Florida. Dakota Miller. Christopher Works. Justin over at Three Good Nerds. We had Sean, the Texas Car Depot. Adam's Car Closet. Akari in the house. Justin W. Smith, my Hall of Fame member, Big Sky Entertainment. He is jumping in here under the wire. Good to have you here, Justin. And the real Frosty 67 says, what up? Long time no see. It has been quite a while there, buddy. It's been, it looks about almost a year since the last time you were here, but Real Frosty, I'm glad you stopped by to say hello. Things have been great here. What's up to you?
It is time go.
It has been a great night. Give me another minute. I've shouted yous all out. I don't like to end with a stupid commercial on the TV. I'm also going to make sure I put Justin W. Smith came on through and the real Frosty was here. Frosty! Frosty!
100 degrees.
Oh, this is hard.
I went to Men's Warehouse.
This kills the momentum and vibe. Justin, I don't know if he's going to listen to me or not, or if he did. I shouted you out earlier in the show. We had a new friend in the channel, Ghostface, stopped on by. He's really into the horror stuff. I told him to go check out Big Sky Horror Show. So be on the lookout for a Ghostface over. Woo. Excuse me. Go be on the lookout for that over on your channel. You never know. Maybe he'll stop by. Who knows? I might just sit here. We are still going strong, 8 people. I will tell you is keep on the lookout. These are still products that I'll be opening soon. Got a box of Prism. Mega box, Prism, football. Still got another Fanatics baseball box to open. I got some pretty good cards out of my box for the home run contest. We got a Gunnar Henderson. We got a Mike Trout. We got a Shohei Ohtani. And that's some other decent cards that we're going to be looking at. We got Nick Hertz on the Gold Cup. We got, where was that other good card? Roman Anthony. That's that card I was telling you about, Steve, if you're still in the chat and haven't left just quite yet. Roman Anthony on the Rookie Cup card. So not a bad few cards that I can use for the home run contest. I'm coming after you guys. Thanks for all the support. Those of you that are up in the morning and want to come hang out for a little bit on my ride, I'll see you then. But until then, you'll see me Saturday night over in Your Team Sucks, where Sith will host us again. Himself, me, Uncanny Swag, and Dan Della Torre, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. And right back here for episode 91 of Sunday Funday. As always, guys, have a great night.